So these are the candidates. So for number, I do have to say. So number 1, I will ask find f prime. That will involve like cosine, sine. For example, I ask you cosine instead of sine. And I'm not going to ask, hey, just find the derivative of cosine. I'm going to just have sine to the power of something, and inside of that, the derivative will have some different function. Over this one. What is it?
The derivative?
Huh?
The derivative?
Yeah.
Is it 4ex?
4 times what?
Sine ex to the third.
Sine e and sine ex. Oh, power 3 times cosine
E to the x times e to the x.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is confusing. I mean, if you understand the chain rule, then it should be just 30 seconds problem. I'm asking how to find the derivative. What about this one? ln to the power ln t power. The difference is we have power inside, outside. Then you can use the formula. What is this? If I want to take derivative. 7 over t, right? Minus 7, 6 times 1 over t, but inside stays the same.
Yes. Yeah.
Right, did I make a mistake? It's good.
No, I just did it different.
Oh.
Yeah, you just simplified all the way to 7 over t. I just had 1 over t to the 7 times 7
Ah.
to the 6, but that's just it.
Okay. So first problem in exam, you're gonna have something like this, also like this. What is this? What is u over dx df x x is equal to 30. What does that mean? Take the derivative of this thing and evaluate that at 30. Right?
Yeah.
Meaning, what is the derivative of this thing?
G prime
G prime
f of x times
F of
f
x.
prime x.
times what?
F prime x.
F prime x. And then you're gonna substitute, you're gonna replace this x with 30. So what you're gonna do is f at 30, f prime at 30. Okay? So this is the setup. And then you go to the graph and see what is the f prime at 30, meaning find the slope at 30. Right? Also, 30, the f value at 30. So this one, y value. So you have to see the graph to get the values for this little piece. So we have to find 3 pieces. First one, second, third. Okay? So if I'm trying to be nice, I'll give you some values. If I'm not nice, I'll give the graph and then you have to see what values, those values are. Okay? Good question. Next one. And also this one. Yeah, I go for this one. Yeah, something like this. Now I will just play with the power outside of the log function and inside of the log function. And if I want to add some harder one, I'll have fx is equal to ln x. And I'll ask, what is f dot prime? What is f dot prime? And then where do we have concave of? Any idea, guys? How do we start?
You should probably derive it first.
Yes. F prime.
2x over x squared plus 7.
2x over x squared plus 7. Then f dot prime, right? Where's f dot prime?
2 times x squared plus 14 divided by 7 minus 2x times 2x over x squared plus 7 all squared.
Yes. So if you want to find where the original function is concave of, then what should we do, guys? Yeah, we want to find which x makes this greater than 0, right?
You gotta find the inflection point.
Yeah. I mean that also another way to find it. But if I want to go straight to the answer, then I just set this thing greater than 0 and solve it.
Okay.
Because concave of means f dot prime is greater than 0. Right?
Yeah.
So once you find the f dot prime, set this thing greater than 0 because we want to find where the function is concave of. Look at this fraction. The bottom part is always greater than 0, always positive because something is scared. Right? So the only thing that I have to carry is the top part when this top part be greater than 0. Okay, so 2x squared plus 7 minus 2x squared and 4x squared greater than 0. Okay, so the third one, continue. 2x squared plus 14 is greater than 0. So if I continue, negative 2 therefore 14 2x squared 7x squared therefore guys, I think some people made mistake for exam 1. If you get this, what is x? Yeah, x is between negative square root 7 plus square root 7. Okay? Make sense, guys? Any question? So I may ask concave up or concave down, but for sure you have to find f dot prime to start with. Okay? Make sense? Such a nice teacher. Yeah, I do agree with what Adrian said. You know, you all have the calculator and you can just Google what formula is. Yeah, for exam, you can bring your calculator, but you don't need calculator actually. I don't make the exam really messy. You can bring your calculator, but the basic rule, the general rule for calculus 1, 2, 3 is you don't use calculator. So if you face some instruction in your future, if you're taking calculus 2 or 3, the instructor said, hey, no calculator. You should understand that that's basic. You can double check with your you can double check your answer with your calculator during our exam, but you don't need it actually. Okay, this is number 2. Okay, and then if I give you this kind of function, ask where this function is increasing. If I ask where this function increasing, what should we do that?
Find the derivative, not the, zero to the first derivative.
Yes, so we already got the first derivative. If I ask where does this function increase, just set this greater than 0, then solve it. So therefore, we have f prime is 2x squared plus 7, and set this is greater than 0, right? So, I mean, the bottom part is always positive, so 2x should be greater than 0, but therefore x is greater. So this is increasing. So you can write when you're writing the answer, you can either use 0 to infinity, the increasing on 0 to infinity, or increasing when x is greater than 0. You're not math major. As long as you show me x is greater than 0, when x is greater than 0, it is increasing. I don't care if you write, what is it, this.
Interval.
Yeah, interval notation, or you use inequality, doesn't matter. As long as I understand, it's okay. Make sense, guys? So number 3, we'll have implicit derivative. Something like this. Something like this. Okay, I want to find dy over dx. You can just write it. Doesn't matter. I'm just following the. Just copy paste the class. That's same meaning. Find f y prime. What should we do, guys?
Take the derivative of both sides.
Okay, this is our goal. So therefore, I'm going to take the derivative of both sides. So cosine changes to sine, right? Inside copy paste times 2 plus y prime y plus x y.
Would be negative sign.
Good job. Don't make this kind of mistake, guys. Good job. Then, what do we do, guys?
You take all the dy over dx to one side, take everything else to the other, factor out the dy over dx, divide by.
Great. So our goal is isolate y prime to on one side and put everything else on the other side. So to do that, you have to distribute this thing. So sine 2x plus y times 2 plus sine x plus y times y plus equals y plus x y. you just find the terms that have y prime, and move one side and move everything else the other side, and then you just isolate y prime. Because we have the answer for this particular problem on the class note, I'll just skip this. I'll just go over that problem. Is it okay, guys? Because the exam question will be really similar to that. I made it easier because this has chain rule inside and also product rule. So I try to make it a little bit simpler for the exam. Cosine x is equal to 7 times x times ln y. Same. Okay. If I ask find y prime, take the derivative of both sides and isolate y prime on one side and everything else to the other side. So sine x, but minus is equal to 7 times ln y cubed plus 7x over y cubed times y prime. And then you wanna isolate only y prime. So 7x over y cubed y prime is equal to 7 ln y cubed plus 9x. Therefore, once you move this thing to the other side, so y prime is equal to 7 ln y cubed plus 9x over so long.
It would be negative.
Did I make this? Yeah.
Well, you subtract that entire like bracket to the other side, right? So would it be like negative 7?
This?
Like when you move 7x one
Oh
over,
yeah.
would it be like
Great. This and this. Yeah.
Should the ln itself have a chain rule?
Which one?
The ln, because it's ln y cubed.
Yeah. Oh.
It would be 1 over y cubed.
Yes, you're right.
3y squared
Times
dy
3y squared.
Yeah, you're right.
dy.
3y squared
Y.
y prime. Yes, you're right. So 3y squared. So it would be 3y squared. Is it right? Sorry guys. I was trying to rush. But if you have questions when you're practicing by yourself in your home during the weekend, just email me. I'll try to respond to you as soon as possible. So I'm not going anywhere.
I feel like I'm a slip up.